Have you ever wondered how a simple daily reading can actually power a global movement? Well, today we're going to break one down to see exactly how it works from the inside out. We're going to look at its structure, its core message, and the really incredible journey it takes the reader on, all the way from a private moment of reflection to joining a massive worldwide mission.
So, everything we're about to look at is really built on this one single idea, this quote from the Book of Psalms. It's the theological anchor for the whole thing. It sets up this key relationship between God, the act of praise, and His presence.
All right, our little tour through this devotional is going to follow four main stages. First, we'll unpack the spiritual message at its heart. Then, we'll see how that belief gets turned into a direct call to action. After that, we'll look at how new people are invited into the faith, and finally, how they're plugged into this huge global organization. Okay, let's start with the heart of it all, the daily message itself. What is the central idea here? How is the core argument actually built? The crucial thing to get here is how praise is defined. It's not just, being thankful. Instead, it's framed as this proactive, powerful tool. In fact, the devotional literally calls it a weapon, something you do to actively invite God's power into a tough situation. And this logic is laid out in a really clear four-step process. It basically walks the reader from 1, admitting there's a problem, to 2, responding with praise. This is then shown to 3, invite God's presence, which leads to the final step, 4, deliverance or freedom. It creates this really clear cause and effect pathway. So once that big idea is established, the devotional doesn't just leave it there. It immediately builds on it, creating a direct instruction. This is where it really shifts from just teaching you something to telling you what to do. Yeah, this isn't just theory, it's a command. The reader is explicitly told what to do. Lift up a sacrifice of praise. The language is so active and direct, It's pushing you to apply this message to your own life, like right now. And to make sure you know exactly how to do it, they even provide a script. This line from their prayer shows you how to put this act of faith into words. And notice that key word, choose. It frames worship not as some passive feeling, but as a deliberate, powerful decision you make. Okay, so after speaking to the existing believer, the document makes a really significant pivot. It basically opens its arms to anyone who might be new, through a section called the Prayer of Salvation. What's so interesting here is how specific it is. This isn't just a general, I believe kind of prayer. Nope, it requires the reader to agree to a very specific set of beliefs, and each one is backed up with a Bible verse. It's basically a doctrinal checklist for becoming a member of the faith. And the process doesn't just stop with the prayer. Check this out. There's an immediate follow-up, a free ebook. This is such a classic onboarding strategy. It gives a new believer immediate, structured information that reinforces their decision and guides them to the very next step in their journey. No delay. And this brings us to the final part, where the camera, so to speak, zooms way, way out. The journey moves beyond just one person's faith and plugs them into the ambitions of this huge, organized community. And the scale of that ambition is, it's staggering. Their stated goal is to reach 500 million souls. That single number just immediately tells you how serious and global their vision really is. So how do you get involved? Well, they lay out 3 really distinct roles. This creates these clear paths for anyone to participate, whether you have time to pray, the ability to go and serve, or the resources to give financially. What's pretty amazing is the digital world they've built to keep this global community connected. It's not just one platform, it's a really sophisticated multi-channel strategy. They're using everything from WhatsApp for prayer groups to TikTok for short videos, making sure they can reach every kind of person on their favorite app. And you can see this global coordination perfectly in their Midnight Prayer Initiative. This is an event that's always happening, passed like a baton around the world as midnight hits different time zones. So this isn't just a local prayer meeting. We're talking about a synchronized 24-hour global operation. The whole thing closes by tying everything together with this very forward-looking statement. It really acts as one last piece of encouragement, reminding the reader of the ultimate why. Behind all the daily practices and the global missions, it's all in preparation for a big future event. So what we've really seen is how a simple daily devotional can act as this sophisticated, multi-layered tool. It gives spiritual guidance, it provides a clear path to conversion, and it's a super effective recruitment funnel for a global organization. All of this kind of leaves us with a bigger question for our time, right? As technology connects us more than ever, how are these ancient faiths adapting and using these new digital tools to build powerful communities that truly go beyond borders?
Good day, beloved. Thank you for watching. If this kingdom message has blessed you, please like, comment, and share with someone today. Stay connected with God's servant David Felix Nwefulu by subscribing for more daily kingdom inspirations and turn on your notification button so you do not miss a word that strengthens your faith. God bless you.